Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the compound effect. I read that whole book today, and it is so helpful. So I kind of just want to give you like the whole book in 30 minutes. You could still totally read it if you like. I really recommend it because obviously I can't go over like every single page, but it has so much to do with like Beachbody and how you're working your business and what you want out of it. So the book starts off with a story, and I don't know if you guys heard it, but if somebody offered you $3 million today, or, somebody jumped on and I wasn't sure who it was. If somebody offered you $3 million today, or if they offered you a penny a day that doubled every single day for 30 days, which one would you choose? I actually got asked that question like 2 weeks ago, and I chose $3 million, and it is not the right answer. So the statistics of that is, if you choose the penny a day, then on your 10th day, you're going to have $10. On your 20th day, you're going to have $5,000. And at that time, the person that gets a $3 million might be like, ha, 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 I still have so much more money than you. And that's not getting there that fast. But on day 28, 29, 30, 31, that money is going to double so much that you're going to end up with over $10 million at the end. That is the compound effect. That has to do with everything that comes in with a business. It is the magic of like staying consistent with something over a period of time, which relates so much to Beachbody. There is a story of 3 friends. I'm just going to do the Beachbody version because I don't know. I'd rather just talk about Beachbody because I love it. So let's just say there are 3 coaches. One coach is a discount coach who doesn't work their business at all. The second one does work their business, but they do it once or twice a week, and they invite 5 people per week. The third person invites 5 people a day, is consistent on their Facebook, does personal development. What's going to happen over time is the number 1 person is not going to go anywhere, obviously. If you are not working your business is not going to grow, plain and simple. It is not magic. People aren't just going to be messaging you wanting to order if you are not giving them any value or any like place to go to order or talking to them. It's just not going to happen. What was that? That was weird on your thing. But so let's say at the end of your first month, number 2 has invited 20 people all month. Number 3 has invited 155 people. That is a huge difference. The second month, if it is still going the same, the number 2 has invited 40 people. Number 3 has invited 310 people. That is a crazy difference. Even further, 4 months, number 2 has invited 80 people. Number 3 has invited 610. You can tell by that it is huge to be inviting every single day. That is huge for your business. Number 2, by the time that 4 months has came up and they're only inviting 5 people a week, they have probably not hit Success Club. They are probably inactive in their business. They probably feel like this business is a joke and it is not right for them. And they will probably eventually fall off just because they're not making the choices to build their business, and it's on them. If you're not succeeding, you have to realize that it is your fault and nobody else's. But number 3, who is doing 5 invites a day and who is consistent and working their business, they by that time are making residual income. They're probably at least like ranked Emerald, Ruby, or Diamond. They have a team, they have challengers, and everything is falling into place with them. When you're working this business in the beginning, you might not see like a ton of growth. Like you might be inviting 5 people a day, 10 people a day. You might be getting ignored. You might be not hitting Success Club every month or selling as much challenge packs as you like. But when you are consistent and you stay with this and every day you are doing the things that you want to do, those are going to add up. Because as you know, as a coach, a no is not a no never. It is a no, not right now. So if you are planting 155 seeds in people's brains, what's going to happen is they're going to start watching your Facebook. And those people are going to come back around and eventually order from you. I can promise you that. The lady that joined me yesterday, Kim, I talked to her 8 months ago. She ordered yesterday. It takes time. But she messaged me this huge thing about how every day she goes on my Facebook and watches me, and then finally she just decided that it is time for her. If I was not being consistent and I was not posting on my Facebook and doing those things I know I need to do every day, she probably would have never came around to me. You have to promise yourself that you are going to do this. You have to make the promise to yourself that you are going to do what you know you need to do. The people who are successful in Beachbody, they are the ones who stay up late. They like wake up early. They sacrifice things that maybe you don't need to do, like watching TV, playing video games, playing like games on your phone. Those are the people who are successful. In the compound effect, they said that the road to success is constant, mundane, unsexy, unexciting, and sometimes difficult daily disciplines compounded over a matter of time. So what that means is in Beachbody aspects, yeah, you're going to be inviting, you're going to be following up, you're going to be posting on your Facebook, you're going to be doing coach invites. Some of these things you might not like doing. They might be super boring to you. It might just be out of your comfort zone, whatever it is, but it does not matter. Because if you make it in your mind that you're going to do these things no matter what each day, each time you do it, it is compacting on top of each other, and that's going to create momentum. So when you are doing this, everything comes down to choices. Everything, like literally everything in your life is choices. Like where you are right now in your life is based off choices that you have made in your past, whether good or bad. Choices are like the route to your success. So if you are doing poorly right now, you have to ask yourself what choices you have made in your business or even like in your life in general that have led you to where you are. The hard thing about this is a lot of us don't know when we're making bad habits. Like it's not like we're like, oh, we know this is bad, but we're going to do it anyways. If you are that type of person who are making those habits, then you're lucky because this will be easy for you because you know what you're doing wrong. But if you are just doing things like not thinking about it, you're going to have to really reevaluate yourself and your decisions. You need to ask yourself, how many behaviors do you have that you don't want? What are you doing right now that is hindering your success in your Beachbody business? For example, if you are selling challenge packs and you're growing a team and everything's going good, and then all of a sudden you're like, today I don't really feel like doing Beachbody. I'm going to play Candy Crush on my phone all day long because that's what I feel like doing. That is a poor choice. You are not going to build your business, and you are not going to have momentum. And yeah, like if you want to play Candy Crush a few times a day, like I'm not going to tell you never play Candy Crush, but if you play it, it's super addicting. But if you constantly make those choices, what's going to happen is it's going to become a habit. So then the next day, you're going to go on your Facebook and you'll be like, oh, okay, I talked to one person, but I think I'm going to play Candy Crush again. You're going to start doing that every single day. And that is going to destroy your business. All the hard work that you put in for those few weeks where you were not playing games and you were talking to people and being consistent, you're throwing that down the drain. Because over time, you're not even going to get on Facebook to check your messages. You're not even going to get on there to invite anybody or check into your challenge groups because you're creating a habit of doing something else instead of what you need to be doing to grow your business. You have to set habits that are going to put you where you want to be in this future. So you need to have triggers. So when I get on Facebook, I automatically go to my messages. Like today I messaged somebody today and I was like, I've been on Messenger all day. I think it was Brianna. Yeah. I was like, I haven't even scrolled my newsfeed, girl. I've been stuck on Messenger because that's what I do. When I get on, I immediately respond to my messages. If I ever get out of Messenger, then I go to my groups. I do my videos, and then when I am caught up with all my stuff, I will let myself scroll through my wall. But not until I did that, because this is a habit that I have created, so I do not slack on my business. The small decisions that you make, you might think that they're tiny. You might think it's not a big deal if you go play a game or if you don't check into Facebook today. And yet, you know what? Today it doesn't matter. But what's going to happen, you're going to do that every day. And over a course of 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, you're going to look back and you're going to realize, holy crap, I didn't even work my business at all. It is the end of the month. I haven't even hit Success Club. That happened to me last month. It was the middle of the month. And I was like, I haven't done anything this month. I literally didn't. I don't even know what I was doing because I definitely was not working my business. That's going to happen to you, and you're going to have to pull yourself back. And it's hard. So do not get there. Just keep making good choices that are going to put you where you want to be in this business. You have to realize that your choices will either push you to be successful or they will derail you completely from this business. You do not want to be drilled. You have to choose to do something to put your business first so you can have the life that you want. When I know some of us look at like Lindsay Matway, I know I did when I first started. If you don't know who she is a top 10 coach. She has had amazing success. She doesn't have an upline. She's like I think she was #1 last year in the whole business, and she's been doing it for like 3 years. She's huge. And you think, okay, she's just lucky. I've had people message me that, and I'm not even that way. Like, well, you're just lucky. That's how you're hitting Success Club. I am not lucky. This has nothing to do with luck. Beachbody has nothing to do with luck. I am not luckier than any of you guys. I actually have horrible luck if we want to talk about luck. But in Compound Effect, they broke it down so simple. What luck is to other people is preparation, which is personal growth, personal development, that type of thing, plus attitude, which is your belief and your mindset, plus opportunity, which is believing that a good thing is coming your way, which is taking the Beachbody opportunity and making it create the life you want, plus action. So you have all of those things, but now you have to put action into it, which is your 3 vital behaviors: invite, personal development, and be product of the product. That is luck. All those people that you are looking at who you think are lucky, that is what they are doing. They are not any luckier than any of us. You need to do a few things. So I want you to write this down or memorize it or whatever, because I want them in the comments or in a group somewhere posting. I want you to write down where in your life you are not taking 100% responsibility for your success or your failure in this business. I want you to write down 3 things that you have done in the past that are messing things up for you Beachbody-wise. And I want you to write down 4 things that you should have done but didn't when it comes to Beachbody. Right, and I want you to write down 3 things that have happened to you but you responded poorly to it. This could even be like people telling you no and you stop working your business because it hurts your feelings. That's an example. And 3 things that you could start doing right now to take back responsibility for the outcome of your life. Because if you do not truly believe that your life, where you are right now, is because of you, you have to reevaluate. Your life is only where it is because of something you've done, the choices that you've made. And we have to accept that before we can move forward in anything. So a little bit more about habits. There is a super funny part of the book, so I'm just going to tell you. In the book, he says, we all know that fast food is unhealthy. But say we ate a hamburger and we gained 30 pounds. Would you eat that hamburger? No. Nobody would eat a hamburger if instantly after you ate it, you were 30 pounds heavier. Instant gratification, right? So, and let's say, for example, Beachbody-wise, say you invited every single person you talk to order from you. Would you invite everybody on your whole Facebook? Yeah, you would. If every single person you invited was like, yes, instant gratification. The problem is with a lot of things in life and most things is payoff isn't instant. And so we don't relate that to having a compound effect. So yeah, we could eat that hamburger and we're not going to gain 30 pounds. So what's going to keep us from eating the hamburger again if we didn't gain 30 pounds? If you eat that hamburger every day, you're eventually going to put on that 30 pounds. If you invite people every day, like they're not going to tell you no, you're going to eventually get to the point where your yes to no ratio is a lot better. I could tell you, like, now being consistent, I still get a lot of no's, but I also get a lot of yeses. I get a lot more yeses than I did in the past. You have to know that to grow your business, you have to let go of that fear and let go of being upset when you don't get instant gratification, because every single thing that you are doing is compounding and it's going to turn into something huge. You have to be planting seeds. You have to be working on your Facebook, and you have to be doing it daily. You can't be discouraged by not getting instant gratification because things do not work that way, but you need to reprogram your mind to know that every little thing that you are doing, all your little habits that you are setting up, all the things you are changing to better yourself, even if it's 15 minutes of personal development a day, those are setting you up to have gratification that you can't even imagine in the future. You have to have that belief. you need to also work on your whys, ladies and gentlemen. I've asked all of you in the group, and I have seen 3, maybe. Your why, and I don't know if you guys just don't believe me or you just don't want to do it, but your why is going to push you through this business. Your why is something that you have to have, and it needs to be so deep, and it needs to be like right here in the front of your head at all times. Because when you start trying to make bad habits, eating out, not inviting, not posting on Facebook, not checking into groups, when you start trying to do that and you have a strong enough why, it's going to pull you back from making bad habits. If you're making bad habits right now and you're not working your business, I could tell you that it is most likely because your why is not strong enough. You do not know why you're in this business. You do not know what you want out of this business, or you are not remembering, and you need to write it down and post it on your bathroom mirror where you look at it every single day, all day long when you go in your bathroom. You have to have your why in the front of your brain, because your why will make you replace those negative habits with your positives. Example, I did Beachbody for 10 hours today. I didn't even eat till 3 o'clock, pretty much. I woke up at 9, I did Beachbody till 3. I took a 30-minute break, and I kept going. Did I want to do Beachbody all day? No. But I have it in my head that I have to hit Success Club today. And so all of my bad habits that I want to do, like watching TV and playing on my phone, I like Candy Crush, I like video games, all those things I want to do, all my bad habits that I'm trying to push out, the only reason I got through that today is because I know my why. I know that I want to create a life for myself and my kids that I can't even dream of. So when I wanted to go play Candy Crush today, my why popped up in my head, like, Elena, well, do you want to play Candy Crush, or do you want to have an amazing future? Like, why don't you sacrifice Candy Crush right now so you can live the life you want, and in the future you play Candy Crush as much as you want? How about that? That's where my mind goes when I try to go back to my bad habits because of my why. You have to make your why, and you need to make it strong. You can make it on a vision board. You can write it down on a freaking Post-it note. I really don't care where you put it or how you do it, but you need to write it down. There is another formula in the book that I wanted to go over, and it's what your life comes down to. It comes down to choices plus behavior plus habit compounded over time. It equals your goals. So whatever your goals are in this business, they come down to your decisions, your actions, repeated over amount of time. That is where you'll reach your goals. You have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a get rich quick. You are not going to make $5,000 next week, especially if you're not working your business. But if you do everything that you know you need to be doing, if you're doing your 3 vital behaviors and you're being consistent over an amount of time, those little actions that you are doing each and every day are going to make a crazy difference in your life. I could promise you, I've only been doing it for a year, but I've been doing it consistently, and my life has changed so much through Beachbody, it's unimaginable. Like, if I think about where my life would be without Beachbody, I want to cry, like literally. When you start doing these things every day, what you're going to create is momentum. And momentum is what everybody wants, I promise, because having momentum in your business is so super duper helpful. So let's think about a rocket ship. When the spaceship launches, it uses more fuel in the first few minutes than it does the whole entire trip to orbit or to outer space, because it's breaking through gravity. That is like Beachbody business. So the first few months, the first time you're working your business and you're being consistent, it is going to take so much work. It is. I'm going to tell you guys right now. It's going to take a lot of invitings, a lot of no's. It's going to take work. But once you get that going, and once you get past the first few months, things get so much easier. I have a lot of momentum going in my business. I do. I have people message me every day wanting to order something or wanting to get, like I talked to them a few months ago and they want to order it now. The only reason I have momentum is because I have worked consistently at my business. And I have my goals and I have my whys, and I'm getting rid of my negative habits. Once you start getting momentum, things grow so fast. This beginning of the year, I had 4 coaches on my team. There are now 76 coaches in 5 months. That is insane. That is a compound effect. That is what it is all about. And that is momentum. From here on out, the team is just going to grow so much bigger just because there's already so much of us and we're all doing the things that we want to do. We're all building our business. We're all changing lives. That could be you too. I never imagined that I would have 76 or how many coaches I have on my team when I started, ever. But because I've been consistent and because I've grown momentum, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So you have to do it. Our call only has 8 minutes, so I'm going to cut it a little bit short. But I just want to let you guys know that you are capable of doing this. You are capable of building momentum. You are capable of changing your bad habits to make them good habits. That you are. We all are. We are all capable of growing a 6-figure income, creating the life that we want to live. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself. I will tell you that my secret to success in this business, which we went over a little bit before the call, is consistency. I am in my Facebook and I am talking to people day in and day out. I have replaced my bad habits with good habits. I have taken 100% responsibility for my life and what I have done in the past to lead me to where I am today. If I look back to my life 5 years ago and I told myself, okay, this is where you're at now, are you happy? I would be. But if you would go back 5 years ago and you look at yourself today and you are not happy, you have to change something. You do not want to look in 5 years from now, be in the same place that you're at right now. If you did, you wouldn't be a Beachbody coach. You want something bigger and better for your life. In order to do that, you have to make the change now. Or 5 years is going to pass before you know it, and you're going to be exactly the same. You're going to be the same weight. You're going to still be in debt. You're not going to have anything different. You're going to be working 500 jobs like I was. That will be you if you do not make the decision to change right now. Take responsibility. Know what you have to do. Create your why and be consistent. Those are the only things you have to do to create the life that you want. It's not that hard. You guys could do it, but you need to start today. I'm going to end it and we're going to open it up for questions.